Darlene Benigno is suing child beauty pageant directors Carol Adlon and her daughter Wendy for running an unfair pageant, cheating her 7-year-old daughter Angelica.
Yeah, this is case number 169 on the calendar in the matter of Benigno versus Adlon. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Ladies, have seats, please.
Miss Benigno, you have a little girl. This is your little girl. You decided to enter her in a beauty contest, which I assume you've done before based upon your complaint.
That's correct.
The beauty contest was run by the defendants. You claimed that your daughter not only didn't win, but she was not able to win because the contest was unfair. You want your money back, and in addition to your money back, you want damages from them for the emotional distress that your daughter suffered.
That's correct.
How many times have you entered your daughter in a beauty contest?
Well, she's done a couple internet ones where you mail in pictures and resumes, like little biographies, and then she's done about 5 on-stage pageants.
Why did you become involved in the pageant phase?
Okay.
Craze.
I've been in some pageants as well, and I'm actually the current reigning Ms. Petite Illinois woman. And my daughter was like 5 years old at the time when I first started doing them, and as time went on, she said, "Mom, this is really neat. I'd like to go and be a princess and have a crown and whatnot, and be like you, Mom." So we've actually turned it into a really fun mother-daughter bonding experience. And that's why we do it. We're not overboard like some parents can be.
I'm glad to hear that. What is your complaint about the pageant that the defendants ran?
Well, it was advertised as a natural pageant. And
Natural?
That is correct. Okay, there's 2 types of pageants. There's a glitzy pageant where little girls like this, the parents can put fake nails on them, they'll airbrush tan them, put wigs in their hair. I've seen the parents color the hair.
So that's a glitzy pageant.
Right, and actually there's no holds barred as far as fake enhancements go. They've even had partial dentures made for children when their teeth are missing to look better on stage.
Okay.
And natural pageants do not allow fake enhancements. They don't allow fake eyelashes. They have, very strict makeup restrictions. Maybe lip gloss, a little mascara, no big wigs.
So this was advertised as a natural pageant?
That is correct.
Okay, go ahead.
We went there, and I adhered to the rules. I put on just a little bit of mascara, some little lip gloss, a little blush, and I have pictures also, if you care to see them, of how Angelica was made up for the pageant.
I just want to see the contract.
Okay. Here's
the advertisement or the contract.
Sure.
Because your complaint is that the little girl who won was all made up.
Exactly.
So let me see your contract,
sure.
Please.
This is what they have on their website, and it's 3 or 4 pages there, but the one paragraph that I have highlighted is what I based my decision on.
Okay, I'd like you to show this, please, to the defendants so that they know what I'm looking at, which indicates that the only makeup that you permit is mascara, a little lip gloss, and a little blush. Are we correct that the contest that plaintiff entered for her daughter was this contest?
Correct.
Okay, good. So what happened? What's next?
Okay, so there was a few other kids in her age group, and they all had little or no makeup on at all. And another child had come in, and she was heavily made up. She had a glitzy look. And Angelica kind of was like, she's got a lot of makeup on, Mom. I said, don't worry about it. We have this that says it wasn't the only makeup we encourage, It says the only makeup we permit. So to me, that means,
I read it.
No, and then not only did the child not get disqualified or whatever for not adhering to the rules, she had won. And when I had brought it up to the Adlons, they said, well, Tina's mother didn't know about the makeup restrictions. She didn't know. And I said, well, that's not my problem. When you run a pageant, if you advertise it's natural, you have to make sure that all the parents are aware of the rules.
So that's what the case is about.
Right.
Basically. Can I see pictures of your daughter? Sure. And do you have a picture of the little girl who won?
I do.
I'd like to see both.
Sure. Here's pictures from the competition, and then the winner's photo.
Well, the winning girl looks very much like this little girl. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Can you step up for a moment, please?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me your name.
Deborah Masiaga.
Miss Masiaga, your daughter appears to be wearing a lot of makeup. Is that right?
She was wearing black mascara, and she was wearing nude lipstick, which changed...
She was wearing dark lipstick.
Which changed to darker pink.
And what else?
And a little blush.
Was she wearing false hairpiece?
No.
Okay. Was she wearing eyeliner? Was she wearing eyeliner?
I'm not sure if she was wearing eyeliner or not.
Looks to me as if she was wearing
See,
eyeliner.
I don't know because I didn't give any permission to show those pictures.
What do you mean you didn't give permission to show the pictures? Who made your daughter up?
I did, but...
Well, that's what I'm asking you. Don't play with me. What I'm asking you is, I have the pictures in front of me.
Okay.
I know a little bit about makeup. They try to put that on me to make me look like Farrah Fawcett every morning. So it looks to me as if your daughter was wearing eyeliner, and you would know whether you put that on her for the pageant. Is that right?
Yes, I would have, yes.
And you did. Yes.
Yes.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
The old paperwork, it stated nothing about any makeup.
Fine, so your contestants had different rules.
They got different paperwork.
They had different rules.
Correct.
And later today,
She thanked me for the loan. Her exact words were, "You'll get every dime back." 2 days later, our phone numbers were blocked. She would hang up on us. No contact at all.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Darlene Benigno says Carol Adlon and her daughter Wendy ran an unfair child beauty pageant. Darlene says the women were inconsistent with the rules.
Let's not play with each other. We're trying to be honest here. I mean, if what you're saying is you didn't know about the makeup restriction, I buy that. But if what you're saying to me is that you didn't put makeup on, and I'm looking at this picture and I can see the makeup, then we're going to have trouble. We follow each other?
Yes.
Good. So I want you to tell me whether you didn't know about the makeup restriction and therefore you made up your daughter, and if you didn't know about it, which I assume you didn't because you wouldn't break the rules, right?
That's right.
What makeup you put on your daughter?
I put on the lipstick, I put a little blush on her, and I also put mascara on her, and I guess I put the eyeliner on it. I didn't know this was a natural pageant.
That's all. Listen to me.
If I knew
All you
it,
have
I
to
would not
say-
have...
You wouldn't have broken the rules.
I would not have, you know, nobody told me not to, or take it off. I would have taken it off. Nobody told
Just
me
a minute, I'm
anything.
not faulting you. If what you're saying to me is I didn't know it was a natural pageant, then we have no problem.
Okay, because usually...
The problem isn't with you.
Okay.
The problem is with them. Have a seat. So, we understand each other that the rules of your contest were apparently broken by the winner, right?
Yes, in essence.
Now I'll hear you.
At the time, we were going through a transitional phase. In October of 2002, we did change our regulations. We changed our paperwork. A few contestants had received the old paperwork. Ms. Masiaga happened to be one of them. In the old paperwork, it stated nothing about any makeup, simply because we believe that they are children, 0 to 6 years old. We didn't really think we needed a stipulation for that, because they are children.
Fine, so your contestants had different rules.
They got different paperwork.
They had different rules.
Correct.
So, when the plaintiff asked for her money back, why didn't you give her money back?
We did.
She got her money back.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Yes,
I
it
see.
is.
And she canceled the payment and got it back.
Nope.
Did you cancel your payment to them?
I did. I
Fine.
did.
Oh, then you got your money back.
I did not.
What do you mean you did not?
I did not. I called them and said, you didn't really follow what you advertised and I'd like a refund. And Wendy had said, well, you signed a form that says no refunds, so you're not getting a refund. So at that point, I started disputing the charge with my credit card company. And my credit card company, I had given them some documentation. Then they wanted an expert, unbiased opinion.
Well, one second. When were you first contacted by her credit card company about the disputed charge?
We never were.
Do you have any proof that they were contacted?
Well, I have something, yes. After I had provided an expert witness,
Okay.
they issued me a conditional credit.
Can I see that, please?
Sure. And then the Adlins had sent this back to them.
Can I see that?
And then I received this on April 9th that said, regrettably, we're unable to assist you in your dispute. So I wound up getting a credit, and then they wound up debiting it again.
Okay. Well, take a look here. This seems to indicate that you did, in fact, dispute the refund to the plaintiff. It says, I do not want this money to be refunded.
Speak for me.
I'm sorry, she's recently had a lung surgery, and if she can't
Go
speak,
ahead.
I will. But she said that she did write a letter disputing it, and after the PayPal...
So she wrote a letter disputing. Well, that's what I said. I said you wrote a letter disputing the payback to the plaintiff, forcing her to get somebody to write again. Listen, you did the wrong thing. Her child may have lost anyway. That's not the issue. The issue is when you enter a contest, you expect a level playing field. And that was not provided due to your fault. What you should have said was immediately, we're going to refund your money. It was our mistake. We're sorry this happened, and that's it. Instead, you disputed the charge, forcing her for months to go back and forth with her credit card company. As far as I'm concerned, time is money. I don't care what she does for a living. She could have been going out ice skating or playing tennis. Instead, she's on the computer or on the phone or on typing out letters to the credit card company, going back and forth, and she's only suing for $300, part of which is the entrance fee. You're lucky. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $300. That's all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Kind of really think she was just upset that she didn't win and she wanted to take it out on somebody.
I'm just glad that the judge ruled and saw my problem. This is no way to run a pageant with two sets of rules floating around.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Archambault versus Cox. Step forward, please.
Print shop worker Ellie Archambault is suing her daughter, 39-year-old Deborah Cox, for an unpaid loan to hire an attorney. Deborah says she never asked for the money.
Mrs. Archambault, the defendant is your daughter, and according to your complaint, your daughter borrowed $1,000 from you because she needed a lawyer for a civil case.
Yes.
When did she borrow the money?
Around the middle of January, I believe it was the 14th.
Of 2003?
Yes.
And what did she need the money for?
Down payment for an attorney.
Your daughter says she never made an agreement with you to pay you back this money. She does not dispute the fact that she got the money. Is that right?
Yes.
But that there was never a loan. So I would like you to tell me how you were contacted in January of 2003 about her need for an attorney.
I got a call at work from my other daughter, Christine. She had talked to Debbie and told me that Debbie needed to asked me if I would loan her the money for a down payment for this lawyer.
What did she need the lawyer for?
Divorce. And so I told her the only thing I could do would be to use my line of credit at my bank. And
why didn't your daughter call you herself?
I don't know.
Weren't you on speaking terms?
Not at that point.
So you were not on speaking terms
No.
with her?
So I told Christine that yes, I could loan her this money, and the only way I could do it is if Debbie would pay me back. So Chris called me back a few minutes later. She had called Debbie and said that yes, Debbie had promised her that I would get every dime back. So later on that day, Debbie called me on her way back from the attorney. She thanked me for the loan. She said she was going to get a job. Her exact words were, "You'll get every dime back." And 2 days later, our phone numbers were blocked. She would hang up on us. No contact at all.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Ellie Archambault says her daughter, Deborah Cox, owes for a loan to hire an attorney.
Okay, just step up, please. What's your last name?
McGlynn.
Miss McGlynn, tell me about the conversation that you had with your sister when she let you know she needed this money.
Well, she had called me several times that morning and expressed that she needed an attorney because her husband had taken her younger daughter and she did not know where she was. And I had told her, I said, "Your husband's getting his ducks in a row. You need to get an attorney." She said she didn't have the money for an attorney. And she said that she was ashamed of what she had done, and that's why she had not called my mother after she had got back from her little adventure.
She had taken off someplace?
Yes.
And the husband decided he was leaving and taking the kids with him?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead.
She said that the lawyer wanted $2,500. I said, "See if he will take $1,000 down and let you pay the $1,500 by Friday." And I explained to her that she was going to have to do whatever she could do, sell whatever she had to pay the rest of this money to the attorney. And I told her that I would call our mom, that I would ask my mom for the money for her, but that my mom could not afford to be giving her $1,000 for a lawyer. And then, like my mom said, 2 days later, our numbers were blocked, we were hung up on, and I still don't know what I did
To this day,
except
we don't know.
try to help.
Okay, maybe we can find out. Now I'll hear you.
My sister had called me because she had found out that my husband had left with my daughter, and she is a very controlling type person.
Don't give me, I'm not interested in your editorializing. You had gone away on a jaunt with somebody else?
With some friends, and my husband and
An ex-boyfriend.
Shh, just a second. And your husband at that time had left and taken your younger daughter, who was how old?
7.
So what happened when you came back and found your 7-year-old missing?
I was upset, and Chris was calling me, telling me, "You need to do something about this. You need to hire a lawyer. You need to divorce him." It hasn't been the first time in my life that when I have been going through hard times where this so-called family has swooped in like vultures and tried to take over my life. And when I decide not to do what they want me to do, that's when all hell broke loose.
Something doesn't sound right to me, Ms. Cox, when you say that your sister said to you, you've got to divorce him because he's abusive, he's a runaround, he's a cheat.
They hate him. They hate him. They always have hated him since I've been married to him.
Did you go to see a lawyer?
Yes.
Where'd you get the money from?
It was wired to the attorney through my sister.
Okay. Did you know where the money was coming from?
Yes.
When you left the lawyer's office that day, did you call your mother?
I don't recall talking to my mother at all.
You don't recall? Is
No.
that what you're saying to me? Well, if you don't recall, your mother says she does recall that you did in fact call her. So if you don't recall, then I must conclude that you did in fact call her. Where's your 7-year-old now?
With me.
And how long has she been with you?
A couple days after the incident at the attorney, me and my husband patched things up, and that's when they started calling and harassing me.
So, just a second. So when you say your 7-year-old is with you, she is with you and your husband?
Yes.
And you are in fact together?
Yes.
So you didn't need the other $1,500, is that right?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
So then your sister is correct that the lawyer originally quoted you $2,500.
Yes.
And that the conversation that she says she had with you, which was, see if he'll take $1,000 down, did in fact occur.
Yes.
Yes, of course it did. See how easy that was? Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,000.
Thank you.
Parties are excused.
18-year-old Timothy Ellison is suing casino owner Bobby Altman for withholding his video Keno winnings. Timothy says he hit a $1,300 jackpot, and Bobby won't pay up.
Order. All rise. Your Honor, case number 243 on the calendar in the matter of Ellison versus Altman. Parties have been sworn in. Judge, you may be seated. Why don't you folks have a seat?
Thank you, Bert. How old are you, Mr. Ellison?
I'm 19.
And where do you live?
I live in Abilene,
Texas.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you work or go to school?
Yes, ma'am. I move furniture.
According to your complaint, you were gambling at the defendant's gambling establishment, playing slot machines, and you hit a jackpot.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Altman refuses to pay you the jackpot.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Altman says that you cheated, somehow rigged this machine,
Yeah.
and he doesn't pay cheats.
Yeah.
Mr. Altman, I want you to tell me what kind of gambling establishment this is.
Judge, it's strictly games, machines. There's no tables, nothing like that.
What is the policy with regard to paying out jackpots when somebody wins in the establishment where Mr. Ellison allegedly won the jackpot?
Our policy is that if it's after 5 p.m. and over $300, they have to wait till noon the next day to get paid.
Is that posted someplace?
I'm going to show you a picture of it right now, Judge.
I assume it's a dated picture. When did you win the jackpot, Mr. Ellison?
I went on July 26th.
Okay. That doesn't show me anything, Mr. Altman.
Okay.
You show me where that's posted.
I'd have to take you to Abilene and show you
No,
where
you
it's
wouldn't have to.
posted.
You don't have to take me anywhere. All you had to do was take a picture of where it was posted, not a sign that you just made up. Aside from the fact that in your answer, Mr. Altman, you don't say it was posted. You just said it was policy. You can give that back to him. It's useless. And Mr. Altman knows it's useless. You see, Mr. Altman, because if you're a businessman, and I assume that you've been in court before on something, so you know that if you sign an affidavit, you would want to put in the most important thing in the affidavit, which is that prominently out there, right under the office, is a big sign that says any jackpot over $300 that's hit after 5 o'clock has to wait till the next day. But you don't say that here, sir. You didn't say that anywhere in your answer.
Okay.
You just brought me a lot of nonsense there. That, who are you?
I'm his daughter.
That your daughter put together for you. Now. See, you didn't think I'd be so smart. You thought only smart people live in Texas. They've grown smart in Brooklyn, too.
Right.
Now, was this the first time you were in this gambling establishment?
No, ma'am. I've been in there over 5 times.
And who are these people?
This is my girlfriend and my friend.
Were they with you?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me what game you were playing on July 26th.
I was playing a Keno. It has all kinds of games on it. And Bobby had a guy up there working for him.
Who's Bobby?
Bobby
Mr.
right
Altman?
here. Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
He had a guy up there working for him that seen me feed them machines with money, put money in money, because that's all I do is gamble whenever I got free time. And I hit a jackpot. It didn't come right off the bat. It had 4 kings, and the jackpot's 5 kings. I hit 4 of a kind, and I hit the draw button to draw another card, and it hit a king. And the guy working looked at me and said that the guy ain't gonna pay you the money.
Don't tell me what he said. So you hit the 5 kings. And what time was this?
About 4 o'clock.
Were you with him?
Yes, ma'am.
You stand up here. What's so funny?
Nothing.
What's your name?
Levi.
What do you do for a living, Levi?
I move furniture.
Did you graduate from high school?
No, ma'am.
No. Did you graduate from high school?
Yes.
When?
Last year.
You have a cell phone?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a computer?
No, ma'am.
You know how to use a computer?
No, ma'am.
I don't either. It's okay. I'm just trying to figure out how clever you are with electronics, because that's Mr. Altman's defense. So when these 5 kings came up, you said, I won.
Yes.
And I understand that because of legalities, they can't pay you in cash, they pay you in Walmart cards.
Yes, ma'am.
How much were you supposed to have won?
$1,358.12.
So why didn't somebody pay him, Mr. Altman?
Well, for the first reason, when I wasn't down there.
You don't have to be down there. You have a business.
Right. When they called me at home and told me that a man had won the jackpot, I told him to tell him to come back at noon tomorrow and he'll get paid.
Why did you do that?
Because I assumed that he'd won a legitimate jackpot.
Why didn't you go down there that day?
I did go down there. An hour or so later, I did go down there.
Just a second. Why didn't you go down there to pay him? If your employees don't have the authority to pay a jackpot.
It's not only that they don't have the authority, but we normally don't keep that kind of money on hand in the evening. A Walmart will only allow us to buy $500 worth of cards a day.
How much money did you pay out on July 26th, sir?
I don't know how much offhand, but more than the $1,300.
Really?
Really.
You mean most people win when they come to your business?
Well, a lot of them do.
I want to know why you didn't go down there immediately to pay this man. What kind of gambling establishment says come back the next day for your winnings? Shh.
Well,
I never heard of such a ridiculous business.
if you don't have the cards on hand,
You have to have the cards on hand if you offer a jackpot.
Well-
I mean, I just came back from Las Vegas. Can
Right.
imagine if I put money in a machine and it came out that I won $5,000. And Mr. Wynn said to me, come back next week. I'm going to get some money together and pay you your money. You know how long he'd be in business? An hour.
and I guarantee you that if he thought you cheated him,
How would you
It
know
would
on the
be a
telephone?
whole
Hey,
different
Mr.
story.
Altman, that's nonsense. How would you know on the telephone that somebody cheated you?
I didn't know on the
Then you should have
telephone.
gotten your rear end down to your business and paid him that day or gone down to investigate that day. You don't say to your customer, come back tomorrow. That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. Does that sound ridiculous to you? You ever go to a casino where they told you to come back tomorrow to get paid?
No.
Well, I'm asking you. I mean, you're going to be 50 soon, and I assume that you've been to
Thanks.
casinos. I think what
Tell everybody right.
Now, so I assume you've been to a casino
I've been to a
more than
casino
once
or
or
two,
twice.
yeah.
Did you ever win a jackpot?
No.
Ever win a little jackpot?
Not really.
No, well, I would stay away from casinos if I were you. Have you ever been next to anybody that won a jackpot?
I was next to somebody who wanted to
Oh,
get that.
good. Have you ever heard of somebody saying to them, come back the next day to be paid?
I have never heard of it, Judge.
And neither have I, Mr. Altman. And especially since you say to me, I have to find out whether he's cheating or not. It would seem to me the best way to find out if somebody cheated you is to go down there that moment and look at the machine that moment, not the next day. Now,
Unfortunately, when they called me, I had no idea who it was or whether or not they was cheating. I
Mr.
only
Altman, you
knew
sound
that-
ridiculous.
I only knew that when I went
Sound
down there.
Ridiculous.
Well, I'm sorry about
You
that,
sound,
Judge.
Mr. Altman, ridiculous.
I'm
because
sorry about
you
that.
went down there an hour later, you say. So clearly you could get yourself down there within a relatively short
Absolutely.
period of time. Why did you tell him to come back the next day?
Because that's our policy to come back the
Baloney.
next day.
Baloney. That's baloney. Had nothing to do with I didn't have enough cash on hand. You're making up excuses as you're going. I want to see whether he was cheating or not. Now, you prove to me, in a way that I'm going to understand it, put your hand down, that he cheated on that machine. Show me.
Machine has two sets of brains, one on the outside, one on the inside.
sets of
There's
brains.
the picture of the inside brains.
Go ahead.
And if you look at it on his particular game, it shows that he only won $212.84. Not only that, but the game above it showed the hopper jam. The game below it showed configuration error. That would only happen if somebody had messed up the brains
Well, how does somebody mess up the
with
brain?
their cell phones.
How does somebody mess up your game with your cell phone?
Well, when we flew in here last night, they announced all cell phones must be turned off
Well,
while
just
in
tell me.
flight
Just tell me, yeah.
because they will occasionally interfere with the electronics of the airplane, the hospitals, the games.
Mr. Altman, I just came from Las Vegas, my friend, and sat at those slot machines, those quarter slot machines, and talked to my friends on the cell phone, and nobody in the Wynn, the Bellagio, any casino that I've ever been in Las Vegas says you can't use your cell phones. because you can jam the machines, because slot machines have two brains. Your slot machines have two brains. Mr. Ellison only has one.
Right.
So far, you have convinced me of nothing except that you don't want to pay for this jackpot. That's the only thing you've convinced me of.
I've paid plenty of jackpots that had nothing to do with the money. Nothing whatsoever.
You owe him the money, Mr. Altman, and if you don't like the casino business, get out of it. I would have a lot more respect for you if you said, well, my manager called me and said somebody won a jackpot. First of all, that shouldn't have been a revelation requiring a telephone call to you. People win jackpots. That happens. And if they won a jackpot, you should have said he won the jackpot. Please pay him. And if you said he didn't have enough cash or enough cards to pay him, which is another lame excuse that you gave me, you say, well, give him what you have and tell him to come back the next day. You didn't say that at all. You said, I'm not coming down. You did manage to go down an hour later because he threatened to call the police. So you went down an hour later. When you got down an hour, and he did call the police. And when you got down an hour later, then you said to them he cheated.
And it's obvious that you don't have a clue what's going on in the casino business in Texas. It's
well, Mr. Altman, if the heat in the kitchen is too hot for you, sir, don't be in the casino business.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And later today,
explain to me, sir, this $8,000 outlay of money.
Stacy had called me right before October, I believe.
Listen to me.
Yes.
I'm not interested in your social history. Just get to the car.
Timothy Ellison says casino owner Bobby Altman refuses to pay up on a jackpot. Bobby claims that Timothy rigged the machine.
Now, Mr. Altman, if you're in the casino business, sir, you got to do it right. And you have to make it appear as if you're doing it right, which is if somebody ostensibly wins a jackpot in one of your casinos, and if you have a policy that they can't pay unless you're there, then you get yourself there. You don't tell the winner of a jackpot, you come back the next day. When? You've got control over the machine in that 24-hour period. Who knows what you could have done to the machine? Why would he leave his jackpot? Say, I'm not leaving this machine. I'm standing right here. If I'm not here, my husband's here. Mr. Altman, you did the wrong thing. You owe him $1,358. You pay him. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
The old man, he's just a scam artist. That's what he does for a living.
He's a local dopehead and a local thug out there.
If I was a dopehead, I wouldn't go in there and spend $1,000 in that casino.
We'll never go to that casino again.
No, he's not allowed back in my casino.
Oh, I ain't worried about it.
No, his days are done there with me.
He still loves Judge Judy.
I watch her every day now for years and years and years.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Russell versus Russell. Step forward.
Stacy Russell is suing her ex-husband, Glenn Russell, for an unpaid loan to buy a 2000 Land Rover.
Mr. Russell, according to your complaint, you and the defendant were married, divorced. Sometime after the divorce, Mr. Russell moved back in with you. According to you, he moved in just to sort of help out financially and be closer to the boys. You have two boys together, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to Mr. Russell, you moved back in together with the expectation of trying to put your family back together.
Yes, Your Honor.
Be that as it may, subsequent to the divorce and while you were living together in this manner, you claim that you loaned him $8,000 in order for him to purchase a car. Several months after he did purchase the car, which was titled in his name, the two of you separated, things didn't work out, and you want your money back. Mr. Russell says there was never any expectation that you would be getting this money back. You were living together as a family at that point, and there was never any loan agreement.
That's wrong, Your Honor.
When did you advance him this money for the car?
January 18th, 2007.
I'd like to see the proof of that, please.
Yes, Your Honor. I have a canceled check, and I also have a transaction history from my mortgage company where the money came from. This was a loan, Your Honor. This is not a gift.
That's why we're here. That's something that I'm going to make a decision about. Okay. What were the terms of the repayment in January of 2007?
That Glenn would pay me $200 a month until the entire $8,000 was paid off.
When did he make his first payment?
He never made a payment, Your Honor.
When did he move out?
He moved out in March of 2007.
Well, what did you do when he didn't make the first payment in February?
He just gave me some excuses as why he didn't make it, and he was having financial trouble. He said, don't worry, you'll get your money. And then March came, he suddenly moved out. I found out from our youngest son that he just moved out without a word.
When did you sue him?
I pursued suing him after I moved our family to California.
Why didn't you pursue suing him before you moved out to California?
I don't know, Your Honor. Glenn hardly even pays child support. I only get $100 every 2 weeks for both of our children. I certainly wouldn't loan him
Mr. Russell?
money.
Yes.
You acknowledge that your former wife paid for this car. Was the entire amount of the car $8,000?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where did you buy the car from?
From a private individual, Mr.
Did you make a check payable to him?
No, Your Honor. It was cash.
You have a bill of sale for Mr.
No, Your Honor, I did not bring the bill of sale with me. I do have the title, but nothing here that says the actual sale price of the vehicle.
What kind of car was it?
It's a 2000 Land Rover, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Russell, explain to me, sir, your version of this $8,000 outlay of money for your car.
Okay. Stacy had called me right before October, I believe in...
Listen to me.
Yes.
I'm not interested in your social history. Just get to the car.
She gave me the money for...
Just tell me how that came about.
I had mentioned to Stacy that I needed a new vehicle for my business. I am in the flooring sales business, and I do go to people's homes. And at the time, I was driving a 1996 Cadillac, which is pretty beat up in need of major work. And I had done some research on the internet, found this vehicle, mentioned to her I would like to have this, and she knew that I didn't have the money to afford this, so she gave me the money to buy this vehicle.
She has two children that she's supporting.
Yes.
You indicated that you have a 16-year-old son and you were going to give your old car to your son.
Yes.
Did you do that?
No, Your Honor.
Good. You're going to sign the title over to your former wife, sir. Then she's going to make arrangements to come and get it. Have him sign over the title to the car. Then it's your car. Now, Mr. Russell, now what you're going to do is you're going to retrieve your car and sell it, and hopefully you will be able to recoup the entire amount of money that he owes you. Do you understand?
I understand.
Very good. Sir, you don't take money from the mother of your children who's supporting your children when you're contributing. I'm speaking. When you're contributing $100 every 2 weeks for the support of your children, you don't take $8,000 from her. Did you sign it?
It's small. I have to read this. And...
Read it carefully while I'm sitting here and sign where you're supposed to. We'll fill in the blanks, sir. You just sign your name. Good. Now she gets the title after Bird looks at it. Thank you very much. Now you can go buy yourself a car, sir. Save your own money. Save it from the child support you don't pay. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Parties are excused. They step out.
Zenita Arnold and her husband, Lawrence Hill, are suing Zenita's ex-husband, Bruce Arnold, for filing false charges of abuse with Child Protective Services.
All rise. Yeah, this is case number 105 on the calendar in the matter of Arnold Hill versus Arnold. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated, sir. Have a seat.
Miss Arnold, this is your former husband?
Yes.
And this is your?
New husband.
New husband. And according to your complaint, your former husband made allegations about you and your husband with regard to your treatment of your two children. You have two children with him?
Yes.
As a result of that, the two of you were briefly arrested and lost custody of the children for a very brief period of time. The children are back with you now?
Yes.
Mr. Arnold said he has every right to have been concerned about his children. He acknowledges he made the report that resulted in your arrest, and he is going to explain to me why. Now, when were you divorced, Miss Arnold?
August 16, 2004.
And how many children do you have, Mr. Arnold?
Two, a boy
Only
and a girl.
two children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their dates of birth?
March 19th for my son, 99, and my daughter, September 4th, 1995.
And did you and your former wife live together until 2004?
No.
When did you separate?
2002 or probably one.
When did you separate?
2000.
Your former wife has had physical custody of the children since 2000. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Since one of the children was a year old, right? And one of the children was 5 years old.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Explain it to me.
My son was at least about 3 years old when we was living together.
Is that right?
Bruce has been on and on in the household. So it was basically 1 month he'll be in the household, the next month he would not.
That's a lot.
With duration of that, his appearance was basically an in-and-out father. I assumed full custody of my kids, sole custody, when I got the divorce, August 16, 2004.
Okay, now I got it. Now, sir, you made a report to Child Protective Services or to the police?
To the police.
When?
December 2006, I believe it was around the 15th or 16th.
Prior to December 2016, that's the date of your divorce, have you been regularly paying child support?
Yes, off and on.
Yes, off and on is not regularly paying child support. Since August 16th, have you been regularly paying child support?
I pay child support twice. I pay from the public aid and for our divorce.
I'm asking you, since August 16th, 2004, when the divorce granted you primary physical custody, have you been regularly paying support?
Yes.
Well, you said yes, and then 2 seconds ago you said yes off and on. Which one is it?
Because when I wasn't working, I was still giving her $50 a week, and they wasn't taking out my check.
Is that right?
No. Basically, since all of this happened December 16th, I'll say a minimum of about 2 payments that he has given me. This current year, up to date, I would say at the most, maybe a month worth of payments, and that's $50 every other month, if that.
Okay. Now, Sir, you reported an incident to the police in December of 2006. You want to tell me what precipitated that report?
Yes, my children was home with my mother, their grandmother, and my daughter and her was talking. And my daughter came out and told her everything that was going on about the past and the present. And so my mother got on the phone, called me crying. She was saying that my kids are being abused.
Don't tell me what your mother said to you. I assume that there was a time that you came home and spoke to your children.
I was getting to that point, ma'am.
I know, but you can't tell me what your mother said to you, sir, because that's hearsay.
I understand.
You can, however, tell me what your children... Listen to me. You're not paying attention, Mr. Arnold. You cannot tell me what your mother said to you. There is an exception with regard to what children say to their parents in family court proceedings, so I'm accepting what the children said to you. And I assume that as a result of the conversation with your mother, you had a conversation with your children.
Yes, ma'am.
When?
As soon as I got off the phone with her, I came home and I talked to my children. And that's when they informed me about the things that was going on.
Well, I would like you to tell me specifically what they informed you and which child informed you of
My
what.
daughter informed me that one occasion that Zanita had sat on top of her back while Lawrence whooped her. Then my son told me...
Okay, now, that's what your daughter said to you.
Yes, ma'am.
That her stepfather had hit her with what?
A belt.
Did she tell you when?
It was like a month prior to that date.
Are you making this up as you're going? Are you sure that she said to you it was a month before?
Yes, I am, ma'am.
Okay. And is that all your daughter told you?
No.
What else did she tell you?
She told me that she got a whooping because she didn't like what her mother had picked out for school, and she got in trouble for that.
Is that at the same occasion that you're talking to me about?
No, ma'am.
That was on a different occasion?
Yes.
And when did she say that happened?
Well, she didn't really say when that one happened. And then my son told me that he gets whoopings for no reason. I was like, they're not just whooping you for no reason. So he told me about when they used to stay in Texas, that he showed me a burnt mark that he said Lawrence had burnt it with an iron. I said, did he do it on purpose or on accident? He said, no, Daddy, he did it on purpose.
When were you living in Texas? What year?
2003, 2004.
So that's 2003, 2004. So that your son was either 4 or 5 years old when you were in Texas. Okay. And what else did your son tell you?
He told me, well, actually, she told me one time that he had whooped him and hit him in his private part, and it swole up so bad that she claimed they took him to the hospital.
And your former wife told you that?
Yeah, he's a witness to that.
Okay. So as a result of that, those are the reasons that you called the police?
It was all building up, the stuff that they telling me that I didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
Yes,
that's the reason why you called the police. Mr. Hill, I have a couple of questions for you, sir. And I would prefer answers from you so that I don't necessarily have to interview the children, who I understand are here, because I assume that they've already been examined and spoken to. So I would prefer that I get the legitimate answers from you. Mr. Hill, have you ever hit either of your stepchildren?
I have disciplined them with a belt in previous instances, yes.
How often?
Very infrequently.
More than 5 times since you've been their stepfather, or less than 5 times?
Less than 5 times.
More than twice or less than twice?
More than twice, less than 5.
And have you done that with the approval of Miss Arnold?
Yes.
Has Miss Arnold ever disciplined the children with a belt?
Yes.
These are hard questions.
That's right. I'm sorry, man.
You got a lot of nerves.
Miss Arnold, don't speak to him.
I'm sorry.
Don't speak to him. How often have you witnessed Miss Arnold disciplining her children with a belt?
I would say over the past 4 years, less than 5, more than twice.
Both the boy and the girl?
Yes. My daughter really doesn't get whoopings at all. We don't have
You
that
mean your
many.
stepdaughter?
Yes.
How old was your stepson when you started to discipline him with a belt?
He was 4, almost 5 years old.
And do you remember the reason that you disciplined him with a belt?
No, not offhand. It was so long ago.
Well, try to tell me what infractions were that you remember that caused either the boy or the girl to be disciplined with a belt.
From what I remember is for lying.
Who was lying?
My son was lying.
What did he say?
I believe it had something to do with school. We hold school very important, so...
Do you remember, Miss Arnold?
Actually, this particular incident, what he's talking about, it was dealing with school. We had a conversation with Michael regarding his grades and also just the upkeep of his schoolwork. We talked with him on numerous occasions about it. Our whoopings or our discipline methods are not what Bruce tends them out to be. When we do, at that point, when he did whoop him, it's more or less, we'll tell him to hold out his hand and whoop him 1 or 2 times at that point.
That's not true.
Okay.
Are you in the household?
Shh. Hey! Listen to me. Your lawsuit alleges that Mr. Arnold had no right to notify the police or Child Protective Services about what he perceived to be abuse and or neglect of his children. Mm-hmm. You believe that. And I'm telling you that he had every right to notify Child Protective Services and notify the police who reported you to Child Protective Services in order to ascertain whether or not you were using excessive corporal punishment. He had not only the right, but he had the obligation to do that. You two look like very nice people. There is a difference between corporal punishment and excessive corporal punishment. I acknowledge that. That's a term of law, because the law in this country doesn't say, although perhaps it should, that you cannot corporally punish your children by using a belt or a hanger or anything else. The law says that you cannot excessively punish your children. But as a parent, if my children came to me and said that their step-parent was whipping them with a belt, a 4-year-old,
Ma'am, it wasn't
I'm
a belt.
speaking.
It was an iron.
It was an iron.
He's stating
That's what he stated. Listen to
That's
me.
why we got arrested,
Listen to
because
me.
he said that we whipped
We
him
have
with a
the-
metal iron
the
and we
actual
burnt the
statements.
child. That was a lie.
No,
we
no,
have a
listen to me.
statement.
Listen to me very. Listen to me. Hey,
come on.
You're not paying attention to what I'm saying to you.
Yes, we are, yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but that's not the allegation. The allegation is a
Listen
metal
to me.
iron.
Listen to me. If your children were telling their father that they felt as if they were being disciplined harshly by you and their stepfather, and it is apparent to me that you do discipline them harshly, now whether in the jurisdiction that you live that's permissible or not, that's not up to me to say. I assume that the courts permitted you to have your children
you
back.
ask Mr. Arnold, has he whooped his children either?
Listen to
over
me.
The past
And
how
You
many
know
years?
you have whooped those kids.
Why
You don't
should
need
you
to be.
advise
Why?
me?
Why? Because you whooped his
Still
children.
ain't got yours for
One.
to my son.
I ain't did nothing to your son.
I would like for you to talk to the kids.
Just a second.
Because that's what it's about. He made those kids lie.
Talk to the judge.
No, just a second.
I take care of
Hey,
Sir,
if you say
are
one
you
more
listening?
word, leave
Talk
it down
to the
there. If you say one more word, I'm not even going to continue with the case. Do you understand, Miss Arnold?
Yes.
You have a temper problem. And my sense is if you have a temper problem here with me in a court situation where I am in authority and in control of my space, my sense is that if you have a temper problem, you can lose it with a 5-year-old. Do you get it? Now, try to keep your mouth shut. Do you understand until I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you get it?
Hey,
Stop
hey,
it.
hey.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Now, I said to you, I'm going to ask you questions so that I won't have to interview the children if I don't have to, because the children have already been interviewed, I guarantee, by many professionals with the Child Protective Services and the police department. Put your hand down. I didn't have to interview the children because you told me, the two of you told me, that you whip your children with belts. Now,
We no longer do that because we have actually had intervention prior before him making allegations.
Listen to me.
Yes,
listen
sir.
to me. Whether or not you've had intervention,
We
and
had
you,
counseling.
you had counseling.
Yes,
Hey,
and it was
just-
proven that these charges
they were
came after
allegations.
the
I
fact.
dropped the charges.
Just
He
a
should be in
second.
jail.
Hey,
No.
I'm saying
You
the
should be
same
in jail
thing
for not
to
paying
you as I
child
said to
support. I
them.
raised your kids.
How come she get money from me every other week?
Your case
Every
is
other week,
dismissed.
don't pay for it.
Goodbye.
Wait here.
I appreciate it. Because he doesn't want me with my current husband. That's what it's about.
My wife, she still wants to get back with me.
Asking me to just be back with him and leave my current husband.
I'm not having it. I told her maybe it's a future for us if you get a divorce.
Well, as far as it is, we're going to continue on living our life, being happy, and move forward.
But she was trying to get her cake and eat it too. It's not gonna happen like that.
They were going to move you from one jail to another because you served your time on a whole bunch of tickets in one county, but then there were other counties looking for you. You ever hear of a man for all seasons? This is a man for all counties.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Hubbard versus Smith. Step forward.
20-year-old Whitney Hubbard is suing her former friend, 19-year-old Eric Smith, for the cost to bail him out of jail after he was arrested for unpaid speeding tickets.
Ms. Hubbard, you claim that Mr. Smith owes you money for bailing him out of jail.
Yes.
And Mr. Smith acknowledges that you bailed him out of jail, but he said that that was your choice. He never agreed to pay you back the money, right?
Yes.
How old are you?
19.
What do you do to keep yourself occupied?
I'm a full-time student and I work.
Full-time student where?
Longview Community College, Kansas City, Missouri.
And you work for whom?
Walgreens.
And what were you arrested for, Mr. Smith?
On speeding charges, tickets that I didn't pay, warrants.
Speeding, tickets, warrants. How many?
8.
How do you manage to get all these tickets if you're a full-time student and working at Walgreens?
What it was when I was in high school, I racked up a lot of tickets, like speeding tickets, and I didn't have a job in high school because I played football, and I didn't work and I never paid them off.
And how do you know Miss Hubbard?
I met her at the club.
Now, were you dating each other or you just knew her?
It was like kind of like that in-between thing where not really friends, but not really together either.
I see. Who is this smiling person over here?
This is my friend Robin,
How long have you known Robin?
about 6 years now.
So he's a good friend of yours?
Yes.
Better friend to you than Miss Hubbard, right?
I guess you could say that, yeah.
Well, he schlepped all the way to court with you, didn't he?
Yeah.
From Missouri?
Yeah, from Missouri.
And who do you live with?
I stay with my dad right now.
So you have a father?
Yes.
And I guess he's known you for at least 19 years, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have a mother?
Yes.
She's known you for at least 19 years.
Yes.
Now, Robin here, he didn't bail you out of jail.
No, he didn't.
So he must not like you so much.
Nah.
And your father didn't bail you out of jail, right?
Right.
He didn't like you so much.
No.
Your mother didn't bail you out of jail,
No.
right? She didn't like you so much.
No.
You have grandparents?
Yes.
Yeah, how many?
I actually have one.
Grandmother?
Yeah, grandmother.
She didn't bail you out of jail either.
No, she didn't know, actually.
I guarantee you she knew.
Okay.
So how long were all these loving people who were really attached to you, how long did they let you sit in jail when you got arrested?
The whole time.
How long was that?
That was 3 weeks.
3 weeks. I mean, we're not talking about we'll let him stay overnight to teach him a lesson, right? We're letting Mr. Full-Time Student Employee at Walgreens stay in jail 3 weeks. But then, according to what I managed to put together here, they were going to move you from one jail to another because you served your time on a whole bunch of tickets in one county, but then there were other counties looking for you. Is that right?
Yeah.
You ever hear of a man for all seasons? This is a man for all counties. So when they were going to move you, somehow Miss Hubbard bailed you out of jail.
Yes.
Were you happy to be out of jail?
Yes, I was.
How happy were you?
I was very excited.
And how did Miss Hubbard find out that they were going to move you from one jail to another?
I told her.
You told her?
Yeah, I told her.
Did you tell your mother?
No, I didn't tell my mother.
Did you tell your father?
Yes, I told him.
Did you tell Robin?
No, I didn't tell Robin.
Didn't tell Robin either,
No,
but
I
you
didn't.
told your father?
Yes.
And what'd your father say? Bye.
Yeah.
But not Miss Hubbard.
No.
She bailed you out.
Yes.
So what do you think you ought to do?
I told her thank you. I did. I told her thank you.
You told her thank you?
Yeah, I told her thank you. I never agreed to pay her back, so.
What did you say when you called her?
I just told her the situation that I was done serving my time at that jail and that they were transferring me to a different jail. And she didn't want to see me in jail no more than I wanted to see myself in jail. So she proceeded to bail me out.
Oh, okay. Now, Miss Hubbard, why don't you tell me how it came about that you bailed him out of jail?
Well, he called me July 19th, which was a Thursday. I knew he was going to the next jail the next day. So he basically talked about how he was tired of being there and that he didn't want to serve the days that he would be serving at the next county. He asked me if I had some money. I told him I didn't at that moment, but I had got paid that Friday. And he basically went into, you know, my bail is $220. If you have the money, I'll pay you back when I get out of here. I don't want to be in jail anymore.
That sounds right. That sounds like what people say.
That's not what I said.
How many times did your father bail you out of jail?
About 4 times before that.
And each time that your father bailed you out of jail, did you pay him back?
No.
That's why he didn't pay you out anymore.
Right.
How are you going to pay back? How much was his bail?
It was $250.
Well, what happened when you asked him for your money back?
I never got a chance to really ask him for the money back because he basically ignored my phone calls. And the last time I saw him, though, he had told me to come back and that he was going to give me some of the money. And after that, when I had called him back, I basically got ignored.
You mean after you bailed him out, he cut you off?
Basically, yeah.
That's not nice, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, can I say something in my defense
Yeah.
for that? I didn't like the way that she was treating me, like the lifestyle that she wanted to live when I got out of jail. She wanted me to like stop hanging out with my friends that I know like way longer than her. She was real controlling and she was like real possessive and I just didn't want to talk to her anymore. So I just cut her off.
I'm going to say something to you that you've probably heard on a lot of commercials. Stay in school, okay?
Okay.
You need it. Judging for the plaintiff for the amount of $250. That's all.
If so excused, you may step out.
Coach Kiev is suing her ex-boyfriend, Jovial Monzon, for the return of a Mitsubishi Montero and for damage to her home.
Order. All rise. That's case number 137 on the calendar in the matter of Kiev versus Monzon.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat.
Miss Kiev, how long did you and the defendant live together?
We lived with each other for over 5 years.
In your complaint, you say it was 6.
6 years, yes. That's when trouble started.
And during the time that you were living together, were you working?
Yes, I was working.
Continuously?
Continuously.
And what about the defendant? Was he working?
No, he was always between jobs. He had over 5 jobs.
How long were you unemployed, Mr. Monson?
It was like a month.
But other than that, you were working?
Yes, ma'am.
And how did you arrange your finances?
In my paycheck, I pay the mortgages and bills.
And what about with his paycheck?
His paycheck, whenever he can help me, he'll give me some money.
It doesn't seem like a very, very appropriate financial arrangement. Did you have a joint bank account?
At one point, we did.
Oh, fine. So you had a joint bank account. And when you had a joint bank account, did you deposit your paychecks?
Yes, I did, but money was missing from the account. Plus, child support was pulling money from the account because he owed over $53,000 in arrear back payments, which I have evidence.
That's it. You have to show me. I got it. You picked him.
Right. Bad apple.
Well, I would have figured that out if it's true within a year, not 6 years. You have no children together?
No.
Perfect. This is your complaint. You say that he trashed your house when he moved out, and you want him to fix up the house, that he also took all the property in the house. When he moved out, you want the return of value of your property. Also say that he has a car that was evidently in both your names. You don't necessarily want the car back, but you want your name off the title because you don't want to be responsible for the car anymore.
Correct.
Now, Mr. Monzon says that the car is just as much his as it is yours, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Who paid for it?
Apparently I did.
What do you mean apparently? What does that mean?
Because she said that I didn't make the house payment, so then my check only paid the Montero, so I guess the Montero's mine then.
I have.
I mean, that's what she told me. My check wasn't making the house payment. It was just paying the bills in the Montero. Hello, how did you make the house payment then?
Just a second. Did you take any property from the house, sir?
The property I took from the house...
No, the answer is either
yes I did.
Or no. What property did you take from the house?
I took some furniture that I bought.
That you bought when?
When we were together.
From what money? Is not an answer.
Like August.
From the money, August?
I mean, what'd you say about the furniture? I mean, you're confusing me, I'm sorry.
I want you to try to pay attention, not try to think ahead.
Okay.
It will be too taxing for you. I want you to think of what I'm saying just at the moment. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you get the money from that you used to purchase the furniture?
Oh, from my check, from my work, my job.
Okay. Did you deposit it in a bank account?
No, I gave her my check, and I had my own money.
You mean you had different money from the money that you earned from your work?
Since we were no longer together, as she claimed, I wasn't going to give her the rest of my check anymore.
I'm asking you about the furniture that you purchased, sir, that was in the house.
Yes, I purchased it.
Oh. See, this is not going to be easy. Listen, almost marrieds don't cut it in court, especially this one. Is not particularly interested in your almost married debt, your almost married joint property, your almost married bank accounts. You choose to get married, we've created an entire and an elaborate court system to deal with that. You choose to live together without benefit of marriage. There are certain things that you're going to fall short when the relationship terminates. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So, you want the furniture or the car?
I'll take the car.
Perfect. Where's the title?
I have the registration here. It's been changed already in my name. That's what she wanted.
Fine. So it's out of her name now.
Yes, it is.
Is that what you want?
Yes, and also the F-150, his truck, my name is also on there too.
The F-150 is in my dad's name. It's no longer in the name of...
Okay, listen to me. Where is all the furniture?
Some of it is gone because she abandoned the house and me, and I didn't know when she was going to come back or not. She left right...
Where's the furniture?
It's gone.
Did it fly away, sir? Did the earth open up and take it?
Some of the furniture was still there.
Okay. Mr. Monzon, you're making my life very easy, sir. Very easy. Let me see pictures of the house, please.
Do you want to see the before or after?
I want to see both.
Okay.
And the property that he took from the house, give me an approximate value of this furniture that's gone.
The ones that I'm concerned about are my computer, our passport, necklace that I got from my mom, my late mother, and...
That's not furniture, madam. You're not talking furniture. I'm talking about furniture.
I didn't come here for furniture. I came...
Oh, because you say in your complaint that he emptied out your house.
Yes, but what I'm concerned about is my computer, my passport.
Where's her computer?
The computer was bought for me. She bought that computer for me.
No, I have...
Just a second. It's not your computer. Do you understand? The computer is going back to her. You got the car and the truck. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what you get. That's what I'm giving you. Period. Everything else goes back to her, including the computer. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. Within 5 days, the computer goes back to her. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut an order to motor vehicles to transfer the titles to both the truck and the car back to her name. Do we understand each other, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know what kind of an agreement you signed when you came here?
Mm-hmm.
That every decision that I made, you would abide by?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Within 5 days, the computer goes back to her in good condition. Because if it's not, I'm going to take your car away. Now do we understand each other, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Okay. Now I see the nice house. By the way, you have her passport too?
No.
You're going to have to write away for another passport. All right, it's got a nice house. Can I see the after, please? Perfect. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Mr. Monzon, what were you so angry about, sir?
Well, I was angry at her, but I didn't take it out on the house. House don't hit back.
I understand from reading the complaint that there came a time when you weren't there. He changed the locks on the house. Did you change the locks on him?
Prior to November, I did.
Did you let him back in?
No, he kicked the door in.
And what did you do?
I called the police because
And the police told you that you couldn't lock him out?
No.
Okay. Did he come back into the house?
He came back into the house.
How?
He kicked the door into the house.
You already told me that he kicked the door once.
Right.
And the police were called.
Right.
What happened when the police were called?
They told me that you shouldn't have locked him up because he has every right to be here.
You shouldn't have. That's what I
Because I was
thought.
coming home from work, and I didn't know I was being locked out anyways.
I would have locked you out a long time ago, but that's just me.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
You owe $53,000 in back child support, and they would have taken your house. That's why it was put in her name. Is that smart of me to think of that?
Yeah, it is, but it wasn't done.
Right.
And later today,
Why was it put in your personal bank account?
The money was essentially mine from the get-go.
No, that's not true. You're an embezzler.
Coach Kiev says her former live-in boyfriend, Jovial Monzon, owes for the return of property and for the cost to repair her home.
Who made the holes in the walls, sir?
I don't know.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
I don't believe you at all.
When I left the house, it was in good condition.
Not now. So either you did it or she destroyed her own house.
Your Honor, I was served some papers from one of her lawyers saying that they hear voices in the house. And, like, if they hear voices in the house and I'm at work, hello, what did that tell you? Somebody else is in the house. Call the police, I'm being robbed.
Mr. Monzon, you walked out of the house with probably the only two valuable things that were there, which were a car and a truck. Now you say one is in your father's name. How did it get in your father's name?
He was the one who bought me that truck, and they just put it in our name just to show him how much they cared about us, that they didn't want nothing to do with it.
He bought the truck for?
For me, but to put it in our name.
He put it in your name because you owed back child support, and they were going to take the truck if you put it in your name alone. Who are you kidding?
No, that wasn't the reason why.
Wasn't the reason why?
No,
but it was a
wasn't.
very good reason. Is that smart of me to think of that?
Yeah, it is, but it wasn't though.
Right. Right. I'm just going to cost you to clean up this mess.
I don't live there, so it's hard for me to get somebody to go and give an estimate. I've been working with my realtor, and she's been trying to get someone out there also, and we haven't.
Well, how do you expect me to figure it out?
It's a lot of damage. I have receipts from when I installed the carpet, brand new carpet, and the stove that he damaged. I have receipts of it.
In what year did you install that?
It was July 06 when I had the house on the market.
And was he living there in July of 06?
July 06, he actually went to rehab, drug rehab. He was
But
gone for a week.
you had been living with him. So if you put the new carpet in the house, madam, it's from monies that you had pulled together.
No, this is money from refinancing my house.
How much did you take out of the house?
I took out to pay off the car, which was $21,000 on the car, and
Which car?
The Montero.
You paid off the Montero?
I paid off the Montero. I have the refinancing paperwork. Shows the check distributed to Mitsubishi.
Can I see that, please? You paid off the car?
Yes, I did.
You want the car?
I do want the car back.
Oh, you want the car?
But he refused to give me back the car, so I said, if you want to keep the car, then take my name off the title because I don't want any responsibility. But if I can get my car back, I would love to have my car back because I paid for that.
She says she took out a home equity loan and refinanced the house for $21,000 and paid off the Montero. Is that true? I have paperwork here.
I guess so. I mean, like,
What year is the Montero?
2002.
How much was it?
$800 and something that apparently I was making the payments on.
So you can't pay for both the house and the car at the same time?
No, but apparently she said she was. It's her car and the house. Your Honor, the house, okay, the house, we bought the house together. I mean, like, I'm not even countersuing against that.
When was the house purchased?
It was purchased like 2 years ago, which my parents gave her $15,000 so she can purchase the house. We
I
could.
got you.
So, I mean,
Gotcha. And the house was put in her name?
no, she put it in her own name.
I said the house was put in her name.
Right. Why would you
Because
put
how
my
mu-
name in there?
Why? Because you owe $53,000 in back child support. That's why. And they would have taken your house. That's why it was put in her name. Same reason that the cars were put in other people's names other than yours. Have you paid your child support?
Yes, I pay it out of my paycheck. Comes
Oh,
out
because now they take it
weekly.
out of your paycheck.
Yes, I pay
Good.
it.
Who are you living with now?
I'm between houses.
You living in one of your cars?
No. I'm supposed to be leaving to go to Denver. Apparently, but I had to come here first, take care of this.
Leaving for Denver for what?
Just starting new, to get away from the plaintiff.
Where are your children?
My children are in California.
And where are you living now?
I'm living in Benicia right now.
In California?
Yes.
So you're moving hundreds of miles away from your children?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I chose her over my kids. Stupid, huh? She gave me the choice.
Listen to me.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody makes you make that choice, sir.
You're right.
Nobody makes you make that choice.
Biggest one I made.
Okay. Now, he does not have your necklace. He does not have your passport. He has your computer, which he's going to return to you in 5 days. Do you understand?
Yes.
The house is in your name.
Yes.
Did you get a deposit for $15,000 from his family for the house?
It was $12,000, yes.
So you did. Did you pay them back?
I did.
When?
I borrowed $12,000 for the first house that I bought. When I sold that house and made some money, I paid them back after I sold the first house.
What about a down payment on this house?
I bought it with $0 down.
With $0 down?
Yes. The money was to put in the bank to show that I can make the payment.
And where did you get that money from?
I borrowed from my sister and from his mother.
From his mother?
Yes.
Did you give it back to her?
I did. Yes, I did.
Did she give it back to your mother?
I don't know.
You were there.
Okay, fine. Okay. You get your computer back, and I believe that you're entitled to money for the car because I believe that you made a substantial payment on the car. He's going to take your name off the title. He says he's already taken care of that. But I believe you when you say you took out a home equity line of credit, and from that you paid off the Montero, so I'm giving you a judgment for $5,000, unless you want to turn the car over to her. What's your pleasure?
I'll keep the car.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Because I was fearful for my life. He made threats.
Violent threats. She was harassing me.
He threats to shoot me and do all kinds of stuff.
And she was making demands on me, saying that, oh, I better not make any demands. She was like raising her voice at me.
I hope it's the end, but I still have to go to a restraining order.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter, Gravenstein, Irwin versus Lewis. Step forward, please.
26-year-old Vanessa Gravenstein and 25-year-old Karina Irwin are suing their former friend, Brian Lewis, for embezzling money from an art collective.
Ms. Gravenstein, according to the complaint that I've read, you and the co-plaintiff met the defendant. You were interested in starting something called an art collective. And I assume what that means is a place where young people can show off their art. Is that right?
And also produce their art and be inspired by each other.
And what you did was you and the co-plaintiff were involved in setting up events to raise money to create this art collective. And the two of you worked together along with Mr. Lewis. You raised over $4,700 at these various events, something that Mr. Lewis does not deny. And you put it in the bank. And Mr. Lewis took the money and spent it. Mr. Lewis's defense is that it was always intended to be his money. That's your defense.
Essentially.
Well, Mr. Lewis, I want you to explain that to me, sir.
9 months ago, I was starting a venue to have
Starting a
venue space for concerts, art showings, and so forth. And over the course of about 9 months, I looked for a location to house that.
I thought you said 9 months ago you had a venue space.
No, 9 months ago we did not.
9 months ago, then you had nothing. You had an idea.
We had an idea.
Keep going.
And over those 9 months, I started a business called...
What was the business?
The business name was Is Village, and it was filed by the Secretary of the State of Oregon.
So now you had an idea that you gave a name to, and you filed a registration of the name. So far you have an idea and a name, and nothing else. Keep going.
I basically looked for individuals to help me create this venue space that was supposed to be owned by myself, and met with friends and other individuals, and they aided me in organizing different events.
Who aided you?
These two individuals and a rotating group of individuals that came in, came out.
Keep going.
We held events, generated money, and because the business belonged to me, it was put in my personal bank account and was my personal
Why was it put in
property.
your personal bank account?
Because the business was mine, I started the group, the money was essentially mine from the get-go.
No, that's not true. You're an embezzler. Absolutely. You brought a group of people together in order to create a dream that you had and that you inspired others to act upon in order to do this Is Village. That's why they went to work for you, and that's why, according to you, the other people who you spoke to became involved in creating the events that brought in money, which would ultimately provide you with a venue. Now, what did you spend the money on, Mr. Lewis?
When I was no longer satisfied with the direction of the business that I started, I followed up on interests, business interests, friends of mine, a limousine.
So you spent the money on yourself?
I wouldn't say that, but...
Well, I would. They weren't investing in a limousine. That's not why they worked to create this, so that you could invest in a limousine? Outrageous. You're outrageous. I'm surprised you didn't notify the police. Did you?
We notified you instead.
Well, his conduct is outrageous, and you should have notified the police. He's an embezzler. And I would go into a business with you, Mr. Lewis. What you did is outrageous. The only problem is you're not entitled to this money. I mean, my problem is people supported you and gave money and contributed because they were looking forward to some place where they could show their wares. If I gave you this money and you used it on yourself, you're no better than he is.
Exactly. So we feel like we've learned from this situation, and we're going to get a new business and a new business name.
I want to see how much money you collected and how much you put in his bank. Do you have the records?
Yeah.
I'd like to see it, please. Ever been arrested, Mr. Lewis?
No, ma'am.
How old are you?
21.
Better go back to business school.
Definitely considering it.
I want to see where the money went in.
The deposits are highlighted and circled, and then we wrote next to it which benefits that money came from.
Oh, that's fine. As soon as you get me the bank records, not these, the bank records. Do you understand? You mean you can't get them because they're in his name? I will sign an order for the bank to turn those over to you, unless he does. You prepared to turn those over?
More than happy to do it.
Fine. As soon as we get those, and you have a venue with a signed lease, the check will be made payable to that venue. Do you understand? That comports with the reason that not only you, but other people became involved in this vision. Is that reasonable?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Grow up, sir. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in jail. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
19-year-old student Jacob Hinton is suing his ex-girlfriend, 16-year-old Sammy Jo Harbor, and her mother, Sherry Estrada, for the return of a car stereo. Sammy, Joe, and Sherry are countersuing for stolen property and harassment.
Yes, this is case number 116 on the calendar in the matter of Hinton versus Harbor Estrada. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks have seats.
How old are you, Mr. Hinton?
19.
What's your first name?
Sammy?
Sammy, what's your last name?
Harbor.
Sammy used to be your girlfriend.
Yes.
This is her mom.
Yes, ma'am.
What you're complaining about is, while Sammy was your girlfriend, you claim to have loaned her some stereo equipment for her car.
Yes.
And you want it back.
Yes.
Sammy says you didn't loan her anything. You made her a gift of the stereo equipment for her car. And in addition, that you've been making a real pest of yourself, harassing her. You broke into her car, took back a piece of the equipment that you claim to have loaned her, an amplifier. Is that right, Sammy?
Yes.
Is that right, Mr. Hinton?
No.
Did you take back an amplifier?
No, Your Honor.
Who did? Anybody you know?
I've never heard nothing about it.
Mr. Hinton, let's not play with each other. Do you have the amplifier back?
No, Your Honor.
They also say that you broke into the house,
It's not correct.
killed her goldfish, calling, sending emails, making a general pest of yourself. And they're countersuing. So tell me how it came about that you gave her this stereo equipment.
Well, we broke up May of 2002. We remained friends, and in August she came over and wanted to borrow all that equipment. We were still friends, and I had plenty of it, so I let her borrow it. And she wanted to borrow the amplifier.
Tell me what she said to you.
She said, "Can I borrow it?
Can I borrow what, Mr. Hinton?
Can I borrow the speakers, the amplifier, 2 12s, 2 10s?" And she just bought a new car. She wanted to put it in there. And she said she'd give it back once her mother bought her some new ones.
She'd give it back once her mother bought her some new ones.
Yes.
And what did you say?
I said, yes. We're
Well,
still
what would
friends.
happen, Mr. Hinton, if her mother never bought her new ones?
Well, she'd eventually give it back.
You didn't have that discussion.
Well, she said her mother would buy her new ones.
That's not what she said to me, Mr. Hinton. You got to be very careful, sir. You got to get up real early in the morning. If I believed what you say, she said, can I borrow yours or can I have yours until my mother buys me my own?
She said, can I borrow yours until my mother buys me some more?
Right. Okay, let's say she said that to you.
And...
Shh, listen to me. Let's say she said that to you.
All right.
Let me explain the contract
All right.
to you, Mr. Hinton. Because what you're suing on is a verbal contract. A loan. A loan has to have an offer and acceptance and some possibility, an offer, which means you offered to loan her the equipment. She accepted the offer to borrow the equipment, according to you. That's not what she's going to tell me, but according to you. And then there has to be an event that's going to happen that causes the equipment to go back. Do you understand? An event like May 2nd, June 6th, on Bird's birthday, on my birthday, on your birthday, the equipment's going to go back. In your case, what you told me is she told you that the equipment would go back to you when her mother bought her new equipment. Do you understand?
Yes.
And my question to you is, what happens if her mother never buys her new equipment? That means you never get your equipment back. Do you understand the terms of the contract, sir?
Yes, but a few months I called her back and she said she'd send it back with her mother when she came to Albuquerque. And then I waited, her mother never showed up. I called again, she gave me the same runaround. So then the third time I called, she said, if you want your stuff, come get it yourself. And she lives about 3 hours away from me. So I drive down there, I stay at a friend's house, Las Cruces, which is about 70 miles from
Past. Shh, don't interrupt him.
which is about 70 miles from there. And I call her in the morning before she goes to school. She says, come get it at 3:30. I said, all right. I go over there, I call her house, nobody's home. I call again after I drive around, still nobody's there. So I go to her school.
You're putting me to sleep, you know that.
I go to her school, and I see her car there. I'm parked out there in the parking lot, and I see her grandparents. They drive up to my car saying, what are you doing here? We don't want you here. We don't want you around Sammy Joe. I say, Sammy Joe told me to come get my stuff. I'm here to get it. Then they get me saying that I stole stuff from her, CDs, tapes from a 70-year-old woman and man. I don't think I listen to that kind of music. And then I say, can you just go ask Sammy Joe if she has my stuff so I can get out of this town? They park next to a gray car. They come back, and the gray car comes circling around me, like the guys in the car throwing their hands up, yelling and wanting to fight. The grandparents are all, look, they don't want you in this town. You better leave. I said, what did Sammy Joe say? He said, your equipment's in her boyfriend's car, and you're not getting it back. Your Honor, her boyfriend don't even have a car. So at that point, I was frustrated. I went home, and I received these emails from her, some very vulgar emails, if you would like to read them.
I would certainly like to read them.
And in...
Mr. Hinton, How old was Sammy when you gave her the equipment?
15.
See, that's another problem you have, Mr. Hinton, because what you are suing on in court is a contract, right?
Yes.
Because a contract can be written or it can be verbal. You didn't have a written contract. With her, it was verbal, right?
But my witness was there when she said about it.
You're not paying attention to me, sir. You're paying attention to what's going on in your own head. What we're talking about here is a verbal contract, which has the same force and effect as a written contract, right? Except you have to be 18. Because a minor can't enter into a binding contract. Now read the emails. Well, although this has to do with your lack of sexual prowess, sir, this has nothing to do with this has absolutely nothing to do with the stereo equipment. It's interesting.
This one, right?
Listen to me. It's interesting, but it has absolutely nothing to do with this case. So while I found it sort of salty, dear, I won't even show it to your mother.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Have you ever been incarcerated?
No.
Would you like to be incarcerated?
No.
There is a strong possibility that if you don't leave these people alone, you're going to find yourself incarcerated.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Jacob Hinton says ex-girlfriend 16-year-old Sammy Jo Harper owes for the return of a car stereo. Sammy Jo says Jacob won't stop harassing her.
Now I'll read the other one. Thanks, Bert. What is this?
It's a letter my grandmother wrote.
I'm not interested in a letter that your grandmother wrote, sir.
Asking her about whether or not I let her borrow it or not. And she says, in the highlighted, she clearly writes that she's going to return it.
Talk about a PlayStation here.
Yeah, in her counterclaim, she says she bought the whole PlayStation, which she did not. When that, she says she did not.
Get with the issue, Mr. Hinton. The issue is the stereo equipment for the car. Now, Sammy, how old are you, dear?
16.
First of all, I'm going to suggest that there's a very good lesson to you. Don't put things in writing that you don't want other people to read. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you have some emails to show me that he sent to you?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to see them.
Are you sure?
Am I sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are from one of his friends from Albuquerque.
I don't want to read emails from his friends.
Well, from him and him telling this
Just
girl.
a second. Would you return these to him? I don't have time to read a tome. If I wanted to read a good book, I would buy a good book. Get me the emails from him.
There's one in the back.
And don't aggravate me. My voice is going today. Thanks, Bert. I guess you're not going into the ministry either. You know that there are other four-letter words in the English language like love and like and bike, right? Bike, right? Joke, dumb. It's a four-letter word that comes to mind.
Hate?
Hate. No, dumb. No, doesn't hate. He's 19. He was 18. He was 17 when he was involved with your daughter. They have raging hormones. You know, their best friend isn't their mind.
No.
If you know what I mean.
Not by
Both of them.
I know.
Both of them. Their best friend isn't their brain. Sometimes it stays that way. All right, but I don't want to deal with this anymore. Mr. Hinton, you gave her the stereo equipment. Get over it. Stop crying. Stop fetching. Now, what proof do you have that he broke into your house and your harassment, the emails that you're talking about, the emails that he wrote to her? You ought to read hers.
I have.
Well, so stop. I don't want any fetching about the emails. I want to know what proof that you have that he broke into your house.
During the time that we were together, which is approximately 2 years, he was over at my house a lot, and I have 2 dogs, and they don't let strangers into our yard and our house area. And we had just moved here, and they're not going to let anybody they don't know into our yard. And they broke into my room specifically, and he's the only one that had been in my house and knows what room.
That's not proof good enough for a court.
Ma'am.
Unless your mother has some other proof.
The neighbor across the street saw a vehicle.
Be more than happy to hear the neighbor.
Well, this isn't the neighbor. This is the boy that was there that she was a witness to when he gave her the equipment, but...
I need a witness.
Okay.
Not you telling me what a witness is going to tell me. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, do you have any proof?
An email where he admitted stealing the CDs out of the car.
That if he admitted,
Go get it.
to shut. Hey, if you have an email where he acknowledges that he stole property out of her car, I will read it.
We didn't bring it, but we do have it. I'm sorry.
Okay. If you had the email, I would read it.
Okay.
That's a confession. It's a
Yes,
written
ma'am.
confession. And then I would show it to him. Confront him with it. Anything else?
Well, we're countersuing for the harassment too. Not only did
what harassment?
Calling, coming by. We asked him not to call our house. He threatened her. He broke into my house, which you say I can't prove. That's fine. He claimed his grandmother, which you have that email, said that he says my son let him into our house at that date. My son was gone to a barrel race with me.
I never said that.
Listen to me. Let's get over it. When was the last contact your daughter had with him?
The day that he took me up into
He
the
kidnapped
mountains
her.
when we had gone.
Give me the date.
It was before I had gotten the speaker equipment. And he had given me the speaker equipment as
That's a witness.
Give me the date.
It's September.
September of 02.
About there, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So the last
That's after I gave you the. That's after I said I gave it to her in August.
It was August or September.
I'm asking you a question. The last contact you had with him was in September of
No, ma'am.
2002?
August.
Except for when he came
his
to our
grandmother.
house.
When was that?
He came in February to.
February of 03.
Yes, ma'am.
Shh. Hey,
He came in February of 03.
since then, has he contacted you?
He calls and hangs up.
You can't prove that.
Caller ID.
Then I think that you should file a police report.
They told me to at our local county.
Well,
They
then that's
wanted
what
me
you ought to do.
throw him
File
in
a police
jail.
report because that's aggravated harassment
Yes,
if he's
ma'am.
doing it. You have him arrested for that. Good.
Yes,
That's what
ma'am.
you ought to do. But other than that, he hasn't come around. Is that right? Since February?
No, ma'am.
Good.
Until we got
Perfect.
this notice.
Perfect. Mr. Hinton, I want you to listen to me very carefully. Have you ever been incarcerated?
No.
Would you like to be incarcerated?
No.
There is a strong possibility, that if you don't leave these people alone, you're going to find yourself incarcerated. Now, I know that 19 sounds like, you still got years to go before you develop. But in the eyes of the law, you're a grown-up. And this kind of kid stuff is not kid stuff anymore. Calling, hanging up, having somebody else call, hang up, sending stupid emails that may not be threatening, but just, put your hand down, madam. It's all stupid. Because it can get you into trouble. It's over with Sammy Joe. The love affair is over. She doesn't want to have any part of you anymore. The only part that she wants to have of you is the stereo equipment that you let her borrow until her mother got her new stuff. By the way, did you ever get her new stereo equipment?
No, ma'am.
Well, then the eventuality, even if she could make a contract, never came to pass. So I'm going to suggest that you devote your time to going to school, maybe take a business course in contracts. But leave her alone. Now, Simi.
Yes.
Sometimes young girls, even though they don't want to have anything to do with exes anymore, like to feel as if they still have their attention. That better not be so in this case, because if you write him, call him, contact him, tell a friend you'd like to see him, whatever it is, it's not very smart. You let Mr. Hinton and his hormones grow up. You got it? Now, it's been many months since there has been contact between the two of you. The longer that goes, the better off you both are. So you have February, March, April, May, June, July. Months. It's over! You have a new girlfriend?
No.
Listen, Mr. Hinton,
What?
find one. What are you doing with your life?
Nothing.
You go to school
Yes. Your Honor.
5 days a week?
2.
For what?
Medical school.
You go to medical school 2 days a week? In what country? I want to stay away from that country. What kind of medical school do you go to 2 days a week, sir?
TVI.
What are they teaching you to do?
Be a radiology technician.
That's good. That's not medical school, by the way. You're learning to be a radiology technician. Why only 2 days a week?
That's full time.
Do you live at home?
Yes.
Why aren't you working?
I haven't found a job.
What?
I haven't found a job.
How hard are you looking?
Not really hard.
You still in school?
I just graduated.
And what are you doing?
I start college in Las Cruces in August.
Good. Say goodbye to each other. Hopefully you're not going to see each other again. Right? Good. Don't email him. Don't call him. Don't contact him. Sir, forget her number. You got it?
It's already forgotten, Your Honor.
Good. And if you're smart, you change your number. You don't want him to call. Change your number. You run a business out of the house?
No, ma'am.
Good. Change your number. Bye.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Lydia Calderon and her daughter, 18-year-old Monica Vasquez, are suing Monica's ex-boyfriend, 18-year-old Lyndon Trujillo, for damaging her car and destroying her cell phone.
All rise. That's case number 233 on the calendar in the matter of Calderon Vasquez versus Trujillo.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Why don't you folks have a seat?
You are?
Lydia Calderon, Monica's mother.
Okay, but you don't know anything about this case particularly, do you?
No.
Except that the car belonged to you.
Belongs to both of us.
Are you both on the title?
Yes.
Why don't you sit down for a moment? You're Monica?
Yes.
This was your boyfriend?
Yes.
How long was he your boyfriend?
For about 3 years.
Monica, you say that he broke your cell phone and vandalized your car.
Yes.
He says he didn't do it. So tell me when he vandalized your car.
It was like about 1:30, and he showed up at my house.
1:30
in the
on what
morning.
da- on what date?
July 28th.
Where were you?
I was at home.
Who else was at home?
My sister.
It was 1:30 a.m. Do you live with your sister?
Yes, I do.
What does your sister do for a living?
She works at Premier Real Estate. She's
And
a
what do you do?
receptionist.
What do you do?
I'm a cashier.
Where?
At Rite Aid.
How long have you been working there?
In October, it'll be a year.
Mr. Trujillo,
Yes.
what do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a tattoo artist.
You work for yourself?
Yeah, pretty much.
What does that mean?
I'm not working at a shop right now.
So where do you work from?
Out of my house.
Are you licensed?
No.
Do you have to be licensed where you live?
No.
Where do you live?
I live in California.
And in California, you don't need a license to give somebody a tattoo with
No,
a
you
needle?
don't.
That's a big mistake, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you need a license to give somebody a pedicure,
Yeah.
but not to give somebody a tattoo.
No.
You
Not.
sure about that?
I'm positive about that.
Anyway, you make a living at this?
Yeah.
Well, especially since you have no overhead.
What's that? No. What? No. What? No.
Overhead.
Overhead? Oh, okay. Yeah, that was over my head. Sorry.
Unfortunately, Mr. Trujillo, that was true.
Right. Sorry about that.
All right, Miss Vasquez, why don't you tell me about what happened on the 28th of July?
Okay, he showed up at my house and he knocked on my window. I came out of my room and I went to the garage because he went around the house. And I had told him to leave because my sister did not want him around her house.
Why did he come there?
He was...
He said you called him.
No, I did not call him.
You say in your papers, sir, that you went over to the house at 1:30 on July 28th because she called you.
Yeah, we had been talking.
No. Because she called you on July 28th. That's
Okay.
why you said you went over there, right?
Right.
And how did she call you? On your cell phone?
Yeah.
Do you have your cell phone records?
No. I'm sure if I went and got him, I could bring him back to you. I mean, if you wanted to, another
We
date
don't
or
do
something.
do-overs here, Mr. Trujillo. What we do is, when you're coming to court, you're supposed to be prepared. You know what it's like, Mr. Trujillo? You do tattooing
Yeah.
in your house.
Right.
Let's say you made an appointment with somebody who's going to get a really big tattoo. They're going to pay a whole lot of money
Yeah.
for the tattoo. And let's say they arrived and they sat down for you to do the tattoo and you forgot to buy ink.
Right. Yeah, it's happened a couple times.
That's what it's like, Mr. Trujillo, when you come here without evidence.
Yeah, I understand.
With just your good looks and tattoo. That's what happens. You're supposed to bring evidence, bring proof. So we have no proof that she called you to arrive at her house
Right.
1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so you went outside and you told him to disappear.
Yes.
And what happened?
And by that time, my sister had came out because she heard the knock because our rooms are right next door. And she had went out and told him to leave her house because she was going to call the cops.
Why was she going to call the police?
Because the incident with the phone.
Oh, so the incident with the phone happened first?
Yes.
And that happened about a month before?
Yes.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Okay, I was at work and I get out of work at 10 and he showed up at my work. So I left.
Had you not been seeing each other?
No.
Right.
And I left my work and he followed me down the street and he was telling me to pull over and he was next to me in my car. And so I pulled over because he was coming closer to my car and he had said that if I didn't pull over he would go to my house and like break windows. And so I pulled over and he had got my phone to check it for what, I don't know, we weren't together. And I was telling him to give me back my phone and he was like, "You want your phone?" So he cracked it in half and gave it to me. And so...
Had he been drinking?
Yes, he had beer in his car.
Who else was in the car?
He was by himself that night.
You got to get a job out of the house, Mr. Trujillo.
Okay.
Listen to me, sir. First, I want you to tell me who these people are that you brought with you to court today.
I brought my dad to court with me today and my brother Fabian. This is my dad, Johnny, and Fabian is the
Yeah, and you all live together?
No.
Do you live alone?
No, I live with my uncle.
Why?
Because my dad has recently moved and he had moved in with someone else and there wasn't enough room, so I actually went to live with my uncle.
And where does your brother live?
With his grandpa.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
How old is your brother?
19.
Who did your father move in with?
His girlfriend.
Was there a time you were all living together?
At one time, yeah.
When was the last time you lived together with your father?
About 2 months ago, I lived with my dad in Visalia.
And your brother also lived with your father?
No, no. My brother has always lived with his grandpa in Tulare.
Did you break her phone?
No, ma'am, I didn't.
Well, tell me what happened, Mr. Trujillo.
Me and Monica had been seeing each other before this incident with the cell phone happened. We had been talking and we had been texting each other, and she had told me that she got out of work at 10 o'clock and that if I wanted to see her after work. And I said, okay, cool. I had the car, so I said, okay, I'll meet you at Taco Bell. So we went and we met at Taco Bell parking lot, and we were there. Everything was fine. We were talking, hugging, everything was cool. And then a call comes through on my phone. And when a call comes through on my phone, it was a ringtone, as you know, the ringtones, like I know you've heard them, like the lovey-dovey ringtones, like the, you know what I mean, like the guy and girl together ringtones. You know what I'm talking about or no? Like, I mean, I could sing one.
Special song or something.
Like, I mean, I could sing one for you, if you want me to sing one. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, at the time when that had happened, we were both kind of looking at each other because I was already like, okay, you know, something's wrong, I messed up. So Monica had.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at that time, Monica had snatched my phone out of my hand. And when that had happened, she snatched my phone, and I reached for it back. We kind of got into an argument, a little conflict, you know what I mean? And
who was calling you, Mr. Trujillo?
Just a friend.
Boyfriend or a girlfriend?
It was a girlfriend.
The timing was really terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't expected.
It was messed up.
Yeah, it was at the right time. So when that had happened, I was leaning up against my car, and Monica had thrown my phone at me. But when she had thrown my phone at me, somehow, and you can tell she has little hands. I don't know how she had both phones in her hand, but when she had thrown it at me, my phone rolled over the car, the hood of the car, and her phone hit my car and broke. However it broke, it was snapped in half, and that's basically what happened.
When he met you at Taco Bell, had you told him that you were going to be out of work at 10 o'clock?
No, he called my work around 10 and he said, I was around the corner. He goes, I'll be there right now. And I was like, I'm going home, I'm leaving. And at that point, my boss had opened the doors to let me leave earlier than everybody else because I had told him. And when I got in my car to leave, he was already at the corner, and that's when he just followed me.
Do you think if I called her boss would say that they opened the door and let her out a little early?
No, I don't.
You don't think so?
No, I don't.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
And I understand that there were other people with him.
His father and his brother.
Two geniuses.
And they were all drinking.
Well, they can't live together, so at least they could drink together. I guess that's what family's all about.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. 18-year-old Monica Vasquez claims ex-boyfriend Lendon Trujillo owes for kicking her car and smashing it with trash cans. Monica also claims Lendon destroyed her cell phone.
What's your boss's name?
David Centeno.
Give me his number.
It's my phone, and my phone is out there.
The Rite Aid number, 67816. There you go.
7816? Now, Mr. Trujillo.
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to listen to me very carefully.
Okay.
When somebody tells me a lie once, I tend to disbelieve everything that they say, especially when I have to get my rather sizable keister off this chair and go in the back to make a telephone call. Do you understand?
Oh, yes.
Now, I am prepared to do that.
Okay.
Unless you want to revise your version of the cell phone events.
No, ma'am. No, not at all.
Okay, so let's call Mr. David, because he doesn't have any clue that I might be calling him. He is going to tell me whether or not he let her out early because you were going to come over.
Right.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yes, is David Centeno there, please? David, this is Judge Judy Scheindlin. How are you? Good, thank you. David, I have a question for you. I'm here trying a case with Monica Vasquez. And I want you to think back to some time around the end of June of this year, in the evening when she was leaving. There was an incident with her boyfriend when he called the store. Do you remember that? Could you tell me what happened, please, David? Okay. Wonderful. David, you're a very, very nice man for speaking to me. I appreciate you taking the time. Thank you. Bye-bye. Boss is a very nice gentleman. Mr. Trujillo, I suggest you spend a little less time tattooing and piercing yourself and a little more time honing your truthful skills, sir. Honing your truthful skills. Ask your father what that means. honing your truthful skills, sir.
Oh, okay.
Because Mr. Santano says that he remembers the evening very well. You would call the store. You said, I'm going to get down there before the store closes. They let her leave early, and they stood there to watch her get in her car and take off before you got there because she had already broken up with you, and she was afraid at what was going to happen if you got there.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So now I believe very little, sir, of what you're going to tell me. So now he owes you a cell phone. Now I want you to tell me what happened when he vandalized your car.
Okay, that was the night he showed up at my window.
That's correct.
Okay.
And you came out, you told him to leave. Sister came out, and you told him to leave. And I understand that there were other people with him.
His father and his brother.
Two geniuses.
Yes. And they were all drinking.
Two geniuses. Well, they can't live together, so at least they can drink together. I guess that's what family's all about. Go ahead.
And my sister had told his dad to keep him away from her house. And his dad didn't really understand what was happening because Lyndon didn't let him know about the night with the cell phone. So he didn't understand why my sister was...
I think if there wasn't a cell phone, his father wouldn't have understood. Go ahead.
So after that, my sister had told him she was going to call the cops and get a restraining order on him. And at that time, Lyndon was mad because his dad had told me, well, then I don't want her calling him or at my house. And I had said, I haven't called your son and I haven't been to your house. And at that time, Lyndon had got mad and they were drinking. So he kind of like pushed my sister. And at that time, when he got angry, my sister ran to the house to call the cops. And at that time, I had ran back to the house too because he was still mad. And he followed me to the garage door on the side of the house. And when I closed the door and locked it, I could feel him trying to open it. And at that time, he just went to the front of the garage where my car was parked. And I heard a loud noise. And at that time, I had lifted the garage door up because my sister had came out. And we seen him leave the side of my car and get into his dad's car. And the two trash cans were against my car, laying against my car.
You have pictures of
Yes,
the car?
I do.
I'd like to take a look at it. Outrageous. When did you purchase this car?
Last year, in November.
Bought it yourself?
My mom helped me.
Who pays for it?
I do.
Paid the insurance too?
Mm-hmm.
Stand up next to him. You came here, you might as well stand up here. What were you doing out with your son at 1:30 in the morning?
We had went to the club.
What club?
El Presidente.
What were you doing at the club?
Dancing.
And drinking?
I was, yes.
With whom?
Females.
All different kinds?
Pretty much, yeah.
So if you were dancing and drinking with a whole bunch of females, you weren't watching what your two sons were doing?
Actually, he was on his cell phone the whole time we were there, text messaging and back and forth. And I went to him and asked him, who are you texting? And he said, Monica.
And that's what he said to you?
Yeah.
That's what he said to you, but you don't know that that's true.
No, but if I may, Your Honor.
Yeah.
The day before the cell phone incident had occurred,
Yeah.
she came to my house. And my dad was coming up from work, and she was coming downstairs. I was walking her down to her car.
And?
And that's why I don't understand really how it could go from her being upstairs in my house and me and her being together in a relationship or working things out, and then to...
Well, were you working things out, or were you in a relationship, sir?
No, we're working things out to be in a relationship.
So what did you go there at 1:30 in the morning for?
Because we had been texting each other. We had been texting and talking to each other. And
Did she invite you there?
Yeah, I had her on speakerphone because I was the designated driver.
Yeah, she had told him
that she was in the
that
car. She knew
she
that
had
the
told
speakerphone
him
wasn't on.
that her sister was asleep, the kids were gone, for him to go over there and visit, to see her.
And what were you going to do?
I just sat in the car because I was drinking.
You, and what about him?
He was in the back seat.
So the two of you were just going to sit there in the back seat of the car,
Well,
in the
actually,
front seat
yeah.
of the car, while he went inside to visit with his girlfriend?
They didn't go inside. They stayed outside in the driveway.
Fine. So he goes over to see Monica, and how did her car get dented?
When we got there, Monica had stepped outside. She was walking towards her car. We pulled up, and she went like this, like waved us over there. We all three got out of the car, walked over. She showed us a dent on her car and said that she had got into an accident with a motorcyclist. And me and her made a few comments back and forth because I had just recently wrecked my Harley. And I had told her, you know, so anyways, we said a few statements back and forth. And then me and Fabian went back and got back in the car. They stayed there talking, hugging, kissing until Marie came outside. And Monica flipped the whole script when Marie came outside because she was
Were
upset.
you at his house the day before?
No, I was not.
Yeah, you was.
No, I was not.
Yeah, you was.
No, I was not.
When you send a text message, could you save those things?
They stayed for 14 days.
Huh?
You can lock them.
Save them, right?
Yes, you can.
Show me.
Your Honor, I don't have my phone with me. I don't have any proof right now, Your Honor. So it's
Why don't you, sir?
because I came unprepared. I came on intentions of knowing that what I know is true.
Is everything that you said just now as truthful as you went over to the store the end of June, invited by her to come over to the store?
What, to her store, Rite Aid?
Yeah.
No, I didn't go to Rite Aid.
Oh,
I didn't,
no.
No, I said I went to Taco Bell. I drove to Taco Bell. She was at Rite Aid when we had talked on her.
Why would you think, Mr. Trujillo, that she would say to her boss, concerned, I just want want to get out of here before he comes over. And the boss distinctly remembers all the employees watching her get into the car to make sure she was safe and leave.
But I wasn't in her parking lot, though.
I don't care whether you were in a parking lot or not, sir. Why do you think the boss would remember that?
Oh, yeah, no, I don't disagree with the boss, no. I'm not saying that. She got in her car, but I'm saying what I'm trying to tell you, though, is that I did not go into her parking lot.
No, what you said, Mr. Trujillo, was that you had an appointment to meet in Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And that, sir, is a lie. That, sir, is a lie.
That we met in Taco Bell?
It is a lie that you had an appointment to meet at Taco Bell. Because when she heard from you, she asked her boss if she could take off because she was concerned about her safety. They all watched her leave.
Then why would she have pulled into Taco Bell if she knew that she could have got away from me?
I don't know what you were doing, sir. And I don't know what your drunken father was doing or your drunken brother was doing on the night this happened with the car. I have no clue. All I know is, sir, you lied to me once, and you also don't know the law in the jurisdiction where you live because you're required to have a license to tattoo. Sir.
Okay.
And what is your address?
My address right now?
Where you're doing the tattooing?
In a house. On
What is the address?
I don't know my address. I just know it's on Bradley Street. I've only been there like a month, 2 months, so I don't know the address. I don't get mail there.
Did you make more than 3 children or just 3?
Only 3.
Only 3. So far you got 2 losers, right? 1,
I don't consider
2.
losers, but
well, so far they haven't done anything to make you proud.
Sure they have.
I don't see
They
it.
graduated high school. That made me proud.
Oh my God. My God, that's like the 8th wonder of the world.
That's an accomplishment in this family. That's right. I'm sorry.
You got to do something with it once you graduate from high school.
Yes, I totally agree.
So pleased that you agree with me.
am.
I've been looking forward all year for a person of your stature to agree with me. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $950. That's all. Goodbye.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Cashier Tammy Wessel is suing her former friend, receptionist Irene Smith, for her son's medical bills and pain and suffering. Tammy says 6-year-old Travis was stuck with an arrow while in her care.
This is case number 198 on the calendar in the matter of Wessel versus Smith. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat, please.
Miss Wessel, according to your complaint, your son, I assume this adorable little boy here, was injured while he was in the care of Miss Smith, who was doing you a favor in babysitting for you. Miss Smith says that she really never agreed for him to stay, that he had an accident playing with one of her older children.
Yes.
So why don't you tell me first when this happened?
On August 10th of 2002.
And where were you going?
It happened approximately 8 o'clock, and I was going out with my boyfriend to celebrate his new job.
And when had you made arrangements with the defendant to babysit for your son?
I had stopped at the lake at Picker Lake.
Well, I want you to look at me when you're speaking.
I stopped at the lake approximately 6 o'clock.
Does she live at the lake?
No, but she was at the lake at that time, and I seen her car, so I did stop, and I talked to her a little bit about it, and she said, well, why don't you come over later and talk to me about it.
Tell
and I
me
was like,
what
okay.
you said to her and what she said to you.
I said, Irene, Meg's got a new job today. Do you think you might be able to watch Trav later? And she said, well, I might be able to. Why don't you come over later?
And what did you do?
And later on, I went over there with my mother, my sister, my boyfriend Maxwell, and Travis. I told her if she could not watch him, then I would have Carolyn Stacy babysit.
Who's Carolyn Stacy?
Carolyn Stacy is my cousin. But Irene said, no, it would not be a problem because I have watched her kids umpteen different times.
Is that what she said to you?
Yes.
Don't think so.
That's not true.
No. You want to know why it's not true? A, because you didn't say it in your complaint. You made this whole story up, this whole second part of the story up as you were going along. So why don't you go back a little bit? Because if you write a complaint...
I do have a police report, ma'am.
You have a police report where you say in the police report that you told her that if you can't babysit, then my cousin will babysit for me? You have that in your police report? Just the answer is yes or no.
Yes.
Let me see it. No, no, no. What do you mean yes? There is absolutely nothing in here about your cousin. Show me here where you told the police Caroline will babysit for him. Show me. Maybe I'm missing it.
Okay, so it's not in there. So I missed a detail.
Can I have it back, please, Bird? Thank you.
But my mother was there when I dropped Travis off.
Miss Smith, why don't you give me your version of how this little boy got dropped off at your house?
Okay, like she said, we were at the lake. She stopped. I told her no, that we weren't going to be responsible for kids that night because we were having a get-together at our house. She said, well, would your son be willing to babysit? Well, my oldest one's 17. I said, I don't know. You'd have to ask him. Well, she come over, and he said, absolutely not. $7 isn't worth it. This little boy is very rambunctious.
Just a second. She had offered your 17-year-old $7? Is
Yes.
that what you're telling me? Go ahead.
So then she asked me. I said no again. She asked my husband. My husband said no again. And then she said, well, what about Ryan and Adreno, which are two minor children that aren't even of age?
How old are they?
He was 12 at the time.
That's not
And
true.
the other one was... And the other one was 10 at the time. So finally she says, all right, Travis, get in the car. They got in the car. They left. And where our property line's at, we were in the back, so you have to go down a trail. You can't see the house from the trail. And the next thing I know, half hour later, my son Ryan and her son Travis is walking up the backyard. I said, what, is Tammy up in the house? And he said, no, we didn't even see Tammy.
What happened? Step up.
Come on, Ryan.
You're 12?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you find Travis?
He was in the house.
Travis was in the house?
Yes.
How did he get into the house?
He probably walked in.
Travis, how'd you get into the house? Do you remember?
No.
Okay. So you found him in the house and you were walking on the trail. You don't know how he got into the house?
No.
Okay, sit down. What happened next?
So I figured, okay, well, I've got a baby, so what am I going to do? And I don't know, around 9 o'clock, the kids came up, said they were hungry, so I went in the house to get some brats out of the fridge, put them in the pan. Had just got them in and just started the fire on the stove, and Ryan comes bringing Travis in, and he was crying, and it was a fishing arrow where it's barbed at the ends. There's 2 points that come out, and it was one of the end barbed ones that came in here and out here. It was not at the top of the arrow.
You mean from a fishing rod?
Yeah. They were supposed to be out catching fireflies. I gave them each a canning jar. It was within 5 minutes of them going outside.
Step up here. How did he get this hook in his finger?
I don't know. We were catching fireflies. I turned around. He was crying with an arrow through his finger.
Where was the fishing equipment?
In the garage.
And is that where you were catching fireflies?
We were by there, yeah.
Okay. Are you Travis? You're cute. You want to come up here and talk to me? What? Is that better? How old are you, Travis?
6.
6? Are you smart?
Yeah.
Do you sometimes get into trouble?
Yeah.
Do you remember when you got the fishing hook caught in your finger?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
Yeah.
Look at me. You know who I am, right? What's my name?
That's Judy.
Right. You know you always tell me the truth, right? How did you get that fishing hook in your finger?
Ryan put it in my finger.
Ryan put it in your finger? How did he do that?
He throwed it, and it went through my finger.
He threw it. Just one hook, and he threw it at you? Is that what happened? He must have very good aim.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
He was trying to stab it into the ground. How'd you get your finger in there? Did he tell you to hold down the ground so we could put the arrow in the ground?
Yeah.
Is that what he told you? You hold down the ground so I can put the arrow in it?
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Tammy Wessel says her son was injured while in the care of Irene Smith. Tammy claims Irene's son, 12-year-old Ryan Needlinger, stuck him with an arrow.
You like Ryan?
Sometimes.
Is he usually nice to you?
Yeah.
He threw the arrow, and it landed where? Show me where.
Wait here.
Did he take you back to his mom's?
Yeah.
Did she ask you what happened?
Yeah.
What did you tell her?
Ryan threw an arrow in my finger.
Is that what he told you?
No.
Yeah.
Look at me.
He said he was trying to stab it into the ground.
Was he trying to stab it into the ground?
Yeah.
So he was trying to throw it into the ground, and it accidentally went into your finger. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
So it was an accident. Is that right?
Yeah.
He didn't mean to hurt you.
No.
No, of course not. Well, that's what I didn't understand, because you first said he stabbed me in the finger with an arrow, and I said, oh, that's terrible that Ryan would do such a terrible thing, but it was just an accident. He was stabbing it into the ground. And how did your finger get underneath there?
I don't know.
If he was trying to stab it into the ground, how'd you get your finger in there? Did he tell you to hold down the ground so we could put the arrow in the ground?
Yeah.
Is that what he told you? You hold down the ground so I can put the arrow in it?
That's what he wanted me to do. I said, nah. No.
What did he want you to do?
Put my finger on the ground, and I said, no.
Is that right? Cute. Bird, find him his chair. He's really very cute. and quite imaginative.
How you doing, man?
So, Miss Smith, your son brings him back to your house, and you tried to reach somebody according to your answer, and you finally reached his grandmother.
Well, that wasn't until way, way later. I tried every bar I could find to ask for her, and she wasn't at any of them. So I called the ambulance. They said that what had happened was...
Whatever happened, you needed an ambulance, he was taken over to the hospital.
We get there, they can't do anything. They took x-rays, couldn't do anything without a relative's permission. Well, she was upset at me because I got a hold of the paternal grandmother. That's the only relative I knew.
I don't care what she was upset with. You tell me what you did.
I got a hold of the paternal grandmother, asked her if she could come up there. Travis had x-rays, but they couldn't remove the arrow until she was up there to sign for medical release.
So she came up and she signed.
And then she asked why Tammy didn't ask her to babysit.
Whatever. Now, when was the next time you heard from Tammy?
4:30 in the morning.
That's not true.
Shh. Did she call you?
No. She just stopped over and wanted to know where her kid was at because they got home and she heard a message from the paternal grandmother on the answering machine stating that she had Travis.
So she came to your house 4:30 in the morning?
Woke us up.
Okay. Now, how did you find out that your son had been injured?
I had called my voicemail and checked my voicemail at midnight.
What time? At 12 o'clock?
Yep.
What time did you arrive at his grandmother's house?
At the time I got the call?
No, just answer my question.
I didn't go to
question.
Grandma's house.
Well, then let me finish the question, then you can answer. What time did you arrive at the grandmother's house? You got the call 12 o'clock. Your answer was you did not go to the grandmother's house.
I called Grandma, and I asked her what was going on, and she said, Travis is just fine, and therefore you don't need to come and get him. You guys have been drinking, so I don't want you to drive over tonight. Why don't you drive over tomorrow morning and pick him up? We did go pick him up tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
So what were you doing at Miss Smith's house at 4:30 in the morning?
I was just being a smart butt, just going over there to let her know that, hey, I know what happened, why don't you fast? And she didn't want to. Instead, she wanted to get in a fight with me instead, so I walked away.
4:30 in the morning, you go to her house after she's taken your child, gotten in an ambulance, left her party.
Which she had a vehicle. Why didn't she drive him herself? She said she was drinking at the time. They called an ambulance, which wasn't right because she tried getting it out, her husband tried getting it out, and her husband's brother tried getting it out before they even called the ambulance. So that upsets me right there.
Shh. And what do you think she should pay for?
I think she should pay for the hospital bill and the ambulance bill and undue stress because there's more to this case than what you actually hear and see.
Well, just a minute. I don't care whether you like each other, whether you don't like each other. The question is, who's responsible?
Well,
and
she
who
took
acted
responsibility upon watching Travis for me.
I don't think so. Not according to her.
Well, if you'd ask my mother.
Listen, I don't believe you, and if the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, I'm not going to believe your
well,
mother
if you
either.
look at the police report, it's in there.
I know what you said in the police report. I know what you said. Did you make a financial arrangement with her to watch your son?
No, because I used to watch her kids all the time, and I'd take her kids for a week at a time.
Listen to me.
It was like,
listen to
this
me.
was the very first time that she ever watched Travis, and she couldn't even watch him for 2 hours before
Have you been drinking?
No.
Then if I'm speaking, you stop. That's the rule here. When someone is doing you a favor, they have to use reasonable care so that nothing happens to your child.
So
but I'm speaking. I didn't take a breath. Accidents with children happen. You didn't expect her, did you, to watch your son every moment because she already told you she was having a party that night. So you knew she was going to be taking care of her guests, and she had a 12-year-old, and they were going. I'm speaking.
Had one wine cooler, and that was it, and she wouldn't drink anymore.
Speaking. It had nothing to do with her drinking. The fact that her 12-year-old and your 6-year-old were playing, and in the course of the play, your son got a fishing hook arrow caught in his finger, and she did the responsible thing. She tried to reach you. If you had done the responsible thing, I'm speaking. I'm speaking. I'm speaking. There is no question that she would have preferred to call you and have you take care of the problem than call a grandmother.
She knew I had voicemail, and she knew that I would check my voicemail.
You checked it at midnight.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Tammy Wessel says her son was injured while in the care of Irene Smith. Tammy claims Irene's son, 12-year-old Ryan Needlinger, stuck him with an arrow.
If you don't have insurance to cover it, that's your problem. That's your problem. You acted irresponsibly. She acted responsibly. There was an accident. She took care of it. She tried to contact you. She couldn't contact you. You were so drunk, you couldn't even go to pick him up at 12 o'clock when you called. But at 4:30 in the morning, you went to her house just to...
That was
what
after
did you
I
say?
went home.
What did you say?
That was after I went home, and I had been talking to my old man about it, and we were getting really upset. And we figured, well, let's go over there and see what she's got to say for herself.
Would you do me a
favor? I went over there,
Bert?
and then she
Would
started
you do me
getting
a
mad.
favor?
Sure.
I've had more than enough of her.
Okay.
This case is dismissed.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
She put a PPO on me. I went to jail for 4 hours.
Harassing me, giving me hang-up calls at work.
She turned me into Child Protective Services.
Did an illegal entry into my home.
Irene always told me that I was welcome in her house anytime.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Anderson versus Elfering, step forward, please.
Wireless salesperson Nicole Anderson is suing her ex-fiancé, cement contractor Shane Elfring, for the return of her belongings, including her daughter's cat. Shane is countersuing for storage fees.
Miss Anderson, according to what I read, you and the defendant were on again, off again for a few years.
Correct.
You ultimately separated. It is your claim that he has your furniture that he won't return, some of your possessions, as well as your daughter's cat.
Yes.
Mr. Elfering
Yes, ma'am.
says that he got sick and tired of looking at your stuff after 4 months. He put it in a storage unit, and as soon as you pay for the storage unit, you can have your stuff back. As far as the cat's concerned, he's had the cat now for 8 months, and the cat's his.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, that's what your position. I haven't.
This is my
I'm
position.
just stating your position, Mr. Elfring. So, just tell me, Miss Anderson, when did you and the defendant separate?
We separated in February of this year, 2003.
Fine. And when did you put her stuff in storage?
June 16th or 17th.
And how much have you paid so far in storage?
$129.95 a month.
So when she pays the $260, she can have her stuff.
Well, Your Honor, she lived with me for free for like 4 months before that, and
So what?
You know, she would
So
never
what-
pay a
so-
dime.
so-
but you know, I'll let it walk. I'll let it go. I don't care.
I'm trying to get my things.
Just a second. He's being a real mensch. Got mensch?
Menches, yeah.
Real nice person, a real nice guy. $260 you pay for the storage. You want your stuff back? That's what it's going to cost you.
But I've tried to get it 3 separate occasions. I called him. The first time he told me that he didn't have time to do this. The second time I went over there, I had 3 people helping me. He said he didn't want my goons in his house. He said, well, maybe
Do
this
you want
guy...
your stuff back?
I do. And I've tried 3 times to get
That's
it back.
fine. It's in storage. $260 is what it's
But
going
why
to
should
cost.
I have to pay to get when I've already tried to do it before he put it in
How
storage?
long were you in alcohol rehab?
I was there for 1 month. I've been trying to get my stuff before I went in there.
Listen to me. $260 is what it's going to cost you. Now let's get to the cat.
Yes. I like to keep the cat because she abandoned the cat along with her things.
Where's your daughter?
With me.
How old is she?
8 years old.
And when you left, why didn't you take the cat?
When I left, I didn't take the cat because the girlfriend that I was staying with had an animal as well, and they didn't get along.
How long did you stay with that girlfriend?
3 months. And then I went to Hazelden, a treatment facility.
Now, when did you get the cat?
I got the cat in July of 2002. My daughter was given the cat.
Buy her a new one.
I'm sorry?
Buy her a new one. Animals develop certain attachments. And just because now you find it convenient to take this cat back doesn't mean you're going to get it back. I find that you abandoned it when you left and went to your girlfriend's apartment, a place where you were unable to take that cat. Choose someplace else to stay. But since you couldn't take the cat and you abandoned it with him, you don't turn around 6 months or 8 months later and say, I want my daughter's cat back. Buy your daughter a new kitten. Give him $260, you get your furniture back. The cat belongs to you, sir. Thank you very much. This case is over.
Parties are excused. You may step